Well, the school stabbing in Santa Rosa has ripple effects throughout the community and beyond. All too often, police officers, EMTs, and firefighters are the first on the scene, racing to help others. And their exposure to these tragedies puts them at high risk of PTSD and suicide. Joining us this morning is Brandielee Baker, the founder of the Code 9 Project. She's here to talk about this important organization and what it's doing to help these critical workers that mean so much to us. So thank you so much, Brandielee, for being here. Tell us a little bit about Code 9 and the goal of what you do.
Good morning, and thanks for having us. We are a national nonprofit. We travel the country providing our nationally accredited training programs. Right now we're in Shasta County providing our shared training to our commanders, our frontline, and we have a one-day family course as well. In addition, we have a critical incident response unit that responds to emergencies nationwide, very specific ones. Those are large mass shootings and interdepartmental suicides. We're comprised of active duty and former law enforcement, first response, and military. And we have our working canines that also travel with us.
Brandielee, these people are exposed to some of the hardest things emotionally. What finally initiated this Code 9 project?
Well, as I stated, we are all former or active duty first responders, so we understand this from a firsthand experience. Unchecked, overstimulated nervous systems lead to PTSD and suicide, and our first responders face tremendous strain on their nervous systems on a daily basis. You add these large mass incidents that are happening on a much more frequent basis, and it's just shortening the window of sapping the resiliency of our first responders. So it's critical that these types of trainings and ongoing support and education about what is going on in our nervous systems and how to manage it is absolutely integral if we as the public are going to expect and continue that our first responders are going to respond and respond effectively for these high stress and high crisis incidents.
It doesn't sound like enough is being done to address this. And I feel like a lot of times with our first responders, since they're so strong for us, the community isn't strong enough for them. What else needs to be done on any higher level, or what can the community do to make sure this is addressed?
It's a great question. First and foremost, we provide a bridge. So for the public, we are a 100% volunteer organization. If you're wanting to equip your first responders with the tools necessary, their mental tools, not just the physical and the equipment, then supporting organizations like ours via donation. That is how we respond to these incidents. That is how we're able to provide these trainings. It's very important that the public support organizations like ourselves, as well as just taking the time to get to know your first responders. You know, in your times of crisis, they are who are going to show up.
And they are the ones that do show up for us time and time again. Brandielee Baker of the Code 9 Project, thank you so much for your time this morning and for what you are doing for all our first responders that we really do care about.